back to Kicking Ass Tanner Stone. Today is a very sad day. I'm going to college. We were all just crying.
Yep.
And I wanted to ask everybody, where do you see yourself in 30 days and what's your goal?
Alright, in 30 days, I see myself with a six-pack.
In 30 days, I see myself with A's in college.
Good job.
In 30 days, I see myself consistent in the gym and with all A's in college too.
In 30 days, I see myself making new friends and enjoying the college experience.
In 30 days, I see myself knowing more about what I'm doing in school since I started trade school.
In 30 days, I see myself committing to a diet and eating just straight meat for 30 days. All right, welcome back to Kicking Ass Tanner Stone. Today we got Luke Muller on the pod. We got Motivational Mike, new podcast host. And we got Lucas Montana, the OG podcast host. So we got a great group today. And I told them all when they came on that I had a topic for them, but I didn't tell them what the topic was. So before we all join the podcast, like before all this, in the beginning of this episode, I'm going to have that one video that we had when we said, where do we see ourselves in 30 days? So we did that on August 20th. And I want to talk about all our responses because it's crazy how things have changed. And that was already like almost 9 months ago. Isn't that crazy how much time flies? When I was scrolling to see that video, I was just scrolling through all the memories we made this year, and it made me kind of sad, but it also made me happy that we spent all this time together and we all grew so much through these years or through this school year. So who wants to go first? Who wants to hear what they said?
I'll go first.
All right. What Lucas said, he wants to get all A's in college. How's that going for you? What do you think about that goal that you made and did it happen?
Semester's not over. It's a very attainable goal right now. What are my grades right now?
Last semester. Because it was 30 days ago in August. In August, we made it on August.
Yeah, we're still in the same semester, no?
No, we did fall then spring.
Oh, yeah, I got all A's.
Good shit. Good job.
Yeah,
good job, man.
Yeah, clap, Michael. Yeah, I got all A's that semester. It was an attainable goal. I'm trying to do the same thing this semester right now, actually. Trying to get my GPA up there.
All right, we'll move on to Mikey. Mikey, your goal was to get a six-pack.
I remember what I said. I was about to say that.
Can we see the progress?
Yeah, Mike, let's see it.
Stand up.
It's not there yet. You can't see it yet, but I'm getting closer to it, like with this challenge. But
failed challenge.
I definitely should have
failed.
I'll speak on that in a minute, but like I should have done better with the six-pack thing, but I'm closer like now than I was back then.
All right. I want to touch on everything way more, but I just want to go through and we'll all say our goals. But Luke, your goal was consistent in the gym, which you were, and get all A's in college.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you said I want to stay consistent in the gym and get all A's.
Actually, I think in my first, in that fall term, I don't know if I got all A's, but I honestly think besides my math class, I had a C in that, but the rest of my classes had A's in, so I was close, but I didn't reach that goal. But yeah, I've been consistent in the gym still, but I could be doing more for sure. I came to that realization a few days ago.
I like that. My goal was to commit to a diet, and I think I did it. I did it when I came to Tampa, and I achieved that goal. But so I was scrolling on TikTok today. We'll get back to this topic, but first, Mikey, what happened with the challenge, man?
Yeah, bro. So what happened was I was celebrating a birthday party, and then I was so tired I kept putting it off. I fell asleep. I set my alarm, and I just slept right through it and to the next day. So I failed the challenge, but I'm going to be starting again in about 2 weeks and try it again.
It's okay, man.
Yeah, it's disappointing. I'm bummed out, but I want to stay true to myself and to the people and give it another go.
I think that's the most important thing, that you're showing your fans how true you are, and you're there, basically there with you. Like, you're not cheating it. You're not just not gonna post it and say you did it. Like, you're gonna really stay true to yourself and pursue yourself through this challenge.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, one of the reasons why I started this was to keep myself accountable. And with social media, if you're putting yourself out there, you can't cheat like other people. They're gonna see that stuff. So that's one of the reasons why I started the page.
Mm-hmm. Not everyone is strong enough to finish a challenge, and you tried your best.
I'm going to finish the challenge.
Let's hope.
Mm-hmm. All goes well.
I'm playing, but Michael, you did good, and I like your honesty. But what hurt you the most was, I don't know if you committed to waking up at 6 a.m. to run every day, but once you broke that routine and you started uploading like right before midnight every night, like, it's kind of a recipe for disaster. So what do you think you're going to change for this new 30-day challenge? What changes will you make? And
definitely wake up early. Definitely try to get more people into the challenge. Just so, I could like motivate other people and run with me. I know you guys run in the beginning, and then I kind of slacked off with like doing it later. So definitely just stick into the early routine.
If it's during summer, I'll definitely be there, man.
And you ghosted us.
Yeah, you did ghost us.
I hit you up.
You never told us when you were running. We wanted to run with you.
It wasn't personal, but yeah, my bad.
I think you adopt this mindset, like you have to be all alone doing it and act like you're all alone in this challenge and there's no one's going to save you and no one's going to help you. I think that's the mindset you had. Am I correct in that thinking? Or
not necessarily. I just didn't like want to drag you guys like kind of all over the place whenever I wanted to like go run. So that's kind of why it was just easier for me to just pull out my phone and run.
So the reason why I wanted to say all this is because I feel like we all totally forgot about it, which was crazy. Maybe I know Michael didn't, because Michael doesn't forget anything. But these challenges, I feel like challenges and goals that we make for ourselves mean a lot more when we write them down and we actually look at them every single day, other than just saying it in a video. Because I feel like this just left their mind after probably halfway through the 30 days. So I don't know what I did. I told Michael about this on the episode, is I made a list of everything I want to accomplish this year. And yeah, is there anything that you guys want to do this year? And are you guys going to write it down, or how are you going to actually accomplish it?
I didn't write, like at the beginning of the year, I didn't write specific goals. Obviously, I want to get a Corvette. But now I'm like thinking, do I really want to have a Corvette? I can maybe get a Tesla, but I think I'm going to stick through with the Corvette, because you're just him if you're driving a Corvette. So, but I in my mind, I kind of had goals, but I think Steve Harvey said this. He's like, you need to write down your goals and like hammer them in, whatever quote that is. Like, I don't know what the quote was, but it was something about when you write it down, like you're more likely to do it. So maybe I got a whiteboard actually to like write down my goals recently, so I could see it every morning when I wake up. So that was kind of my plan. So I could see it, but I didn't like write down anything set goals, but in my back of my mind, like I'm always thinking of what I'm trying to do, if that makes sense.
What about you guys?
Well, kind of like what Luke was saying, I definitely want to get a car by the end of the summer. I'll probably pick up a second job in the summer and work a ton and save up money. And then another goal, of course, finish the challenge out. But I have a question. Is it a good idea to set goals that you are afraid to fail at?
We can talk about that after Lucas goes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're done, Mikey?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I didn't write any goals down.
No, but do you have any?
And in your mind?
Yeah, of course I have goals in my mind.
Okay.
I think everybody, I think everybody does, though, like in the back of their mind. You know what I mean?
But I feel like to accomplish them, you got to put them out on paper. You got to put them out into the world.
I agree. Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah, you do.
Dude,
do you have any?
Very dry. Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, what were your goals?
I didn't know I didn't know we were saying our goals.
Everybody just
did.
Yeah, we just listed our goals.
30-day challenge. Nice goal. I would say finish the school semester strong, get my life insurance license, do that, and then focus on just applying to internships.
I like it. And how are you going to hold yourself accountable to get these goals done?
How I'm gonna hold myself accountable?
Yeah.
Work on it every day.
All right.
Like write it down, make sure I see it, and then hopefully plan a summer trip with you guys. But we'll see what
That'd
happens.
be fun.
I don't think anybody wants to do it.
I've been trying.
I want
bro.
to.
I said it like 4 times in the group chat, bro. And then
I was down,
responded
man.
until
Like, you know,
today.
I'll go.
That would
I'll
be
be
fun.
there.
Mike, you wouldn't go.
I mean, I wasn't on my phone that much, but I checked it. That would be a nice idea.
Mike, what was your question though before?
So my question is it a good idea to set goals that you're afraid to achieve or like fail to achieve?
So is it okay to set goals that even if you don't get them done, should you still set them?
Mike, that's a
Like-
limiting belief right there.
Yeah,
no,
that's
no,
pretty
that's not
confusing.
what I said. Like you're scared to like fail at, like that's the type of goals. Like if you
Give
don't
an
achieve
example.
it,
Can you
Like
do
if
an
you-
example?
like if you don't achieve it, like
Can you do a personal example?
I mean, like the challenge. Like I was scared to like fail the challenge, but it happens. But I'm gonna like try it again. But
Yeah, it just
I
shows
mean-
how much you care for it.
yeah, so that's kind of like my question is like, is it a good idea to set goals that you're afraid to not achieve?
I think
That-
so.
Because I feel like if
Confuses
you
shit out of
don't,
me.
it's just not meaningful. Like the goal enough.
What do you say, Luke?
Honestly, I'm lost on this one.
Well, I'm a little lost because any goal could be not achievable. You want to go to the gym every day. You can make that not achievable by not going to the gym. You want to go drink a gallon of water every day. So I don't like. What type of goals are you saying that you're like scared to achieve? Because you think about it, like not anything.
Scared
can
to
really
not
be
achieve.
achieved.
Like
Here, what's an example of something that isn't you're not scared to not achieve? Like the opposite of what you're asking.
I don't know. I guess
You know what I mean? It's like there's
Yeah.
like it's kind of confusing, Michael. But I get what you're saying. Maybe you're saying like you should set hard goals. Is that what you're saying? Like your goals should be like
yeah, that's what I mean.
set hard. I get what you're saying.
hmm
I mean, yeah, that's good to set goals and try to achieve something that's hard. And you tried with the challenge, you're going to try again. I mean, not everything happens on the first time. I've learned that lesson. Like, you know, it's true though. Like sometimes like Michael said he's going to do 30 days, but he didn't come fully prepared for the challenge. He kind of went like a little lackadaisical about it. So now he knows he needs to wake up at 6 a.m., commit to a strong plan so he can stick to what he says he wants to do. But if you're going to do it at the end of the night every night and then have bad sleep schedule, bad sleep routine, it's not going to work out. So it's the
I
same
believe in
thing with
you.
me.
Mhm.
So like if you do something like you say, you're going to go to the gym, eat healthy, and I'm eating like shit, like that's just on me. So
From every single thing that you supposedly fail at, you probably learn from. So what's something you're going to take
Yeah.
from the challenge that you learn from that you're going to apply to the next time you do it?
Just get it out of the way as soon as possible. I mean, towards the end of the challenge, I like stopped taking breaks like during the runs. Like early on, I took a lot of breaks, and even Luke was like, "You gotta like stop taking the breaks." But like recently, I ran like 6 miles straight, and it was one like my best run ever. And I just like slowly but surely just like stopped taking the breaks and just got it out of the way as fast as I could.
Why were you taking the breaks?
Well, I mean, in the beginning, the shin splints were really bad, but when you kind of run through them, they go away. So that's why.
It's crazy to look back in our chat or back in my camera roll at that 30-day video, and dude, we were all on the couch like super duper smiley. We were all together, and then I feel like this year was our year of independence. Like on New Year's, one of you guys said it. I think it was Lucas or Luke.
yeah, I think Lucas said it.
It was our year of independence, and sometimes when you want to get your goal done or get what you're doing, like recently, for example, I apologize to you guys. Like I came down to Boca and I was so committed to my goal, And I was eating keto. I was eating really low calories. So I was getting ready for a photo shoot, and I was like a zombie. Like I didn't really, I was so dizzy every time I stood up. I couldn't really play basketball. I couldn't really go out to eat. I was going to bed at like 8 or 9 every night. And it's hard to maintain friendships and stay close to you guys and hang out with you guys while I'm on that goal. And then Michael, when you said you were doing your 30-day thing, like Luke and Lucas are a little upset that you kind of left them out. Like in the beginning, you guys are running a lot. So where's the line on that lonely road and independent lifestyle and having your friends involved? Where does that line fade? If that makes any sense.
mean, like for me, I was just doing them way too late for them to invite them. I think way early in the morning, no one's kind of doing anything, and that's why I was just like I felt super productive to like go out. So I take accountability for that. But the line, I feel like if you just commit with like a bunch of people and you slowly kind of fade away, that's when you kind of draw the line.
I think when your goal's so big, like it's the only thing you can focus on, I feel like that's the type of line. But if you're able to focus on your goal, you still need to have a social life. So I guess it's more of a balance. But if you're really dedicated to something, like you said, Tanner, if you're eating super healthy, like
it was just short term. Like now,
yeah, it was short term though, yeah. But like, I mean, if everyone has like a long-term goal, I mean, besides me and you, Tanner, I don't know, like graduating, getting a degree, like that's kind of like, it's like a 50-50 for me. And I think you too, Tanner, I don't know, but for Lucas and Michael, but we still hang out and stuff. So I guess it really just depends on the type of goal. And like you said, if it's short-term or long-term or like how serious it is, if that makes any sense.
Do you guys feel like you've grown since you made that video? You've grown and you've changed, grown at all in any way?
I do. Before we respond to this question, I want to touch on that question you had before about when do you draw the line of like.
Yeah.
I say you just got. I feel like you don't have to draw the line. You just have to know how to manage your time better.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's going to be busy. How do you do that? Structure. Yeah. Make a routine. Like, for example, Mike, he didn't prioritize running at 6 a.m. He pushed it off like the random time during the day, right? And that affects him. And then it affects like, what is it? Like it affects him in multiple ways. Like he doesn't have a structure in his routine. So he doesn't know like, now I'm going to say he didn't know what he was doing, but I'm saying like he has no structure. And then like his days would be not the same every day. You'd probably run in the morning one day, run at night the other day, run in the afternoon the other day.
Yeah.
Like how is that structured throughout your day? Like you can't really like plan.
It wasn't. It was just too unpredictable, honestly. And that's what, like you said, like having the structure in your life is something that you can just fall back into, like in the routine, and kind of look forward to every single day.
I feel like you had that structure in the beginning of the challenge, and then you realized you're like, fuck, this is hard. And you started getting the shin splints, you started getting the bad night sleeps, and then you tried fitting us in there, and then it was all just so much. So maybe Lucas is right. Like this time you got to write out a plan on when you're going to run, like when you're going to eat, like all this stuff, so you don't injure yourself or mentally hurt yourself again.
I mean, it can go for everyone as well. Like prime example, Jaden. He wakes up at 6 a.m. every morning, goes to the gym, gets the stuff he needs to do done, and then at night he has free time. Just simple stuff like that. Like he has a structure to a routine that he's
he did go ghost mode for a while to figure out that structure and routine.
I mean, but now he's back.
I feel the most productive when I wake up at like 6 a.m.
It's so true. Today I woke up at like 7 a.m. and I felt really productive.
I agree, man. But when I wake up early, I have to go to sleep early.
Yeah, you have to go to bed early, and then you can't really hang out with your friends at night. So it's kind of like
it's a trade-off.
Yeah, it is a trade-off.
I mean, what time are you going to bed at?
Me or
just in general?
I go to bed at before 10 every night, no matter what.
And what time you wake up?
7. I've been trying, and
I go to bed at like
1, awesome.
12 to 1, and I wake up at 8.
Well, you do your workouts at night. You built that routine.
I know, but I don't like it. I need to wake up at 6 a.m., but I just don't have the dedication to do it.
Around like the same, but sometimes later. Just depends on the day, but that's something that I got to work on in the challenge.
So what was keeping you up at night, Mike, during the challenge?
It was nothing. It was just procrastination.
How do you procrastinate to sleep, bro?
It was like, gotta take a shower after and then just get ready for bed. And just like, I don't know. Took a lot of time, I guess, for me.
So what were you doing? Were you like, because regardless, you're going to have to run. So why put it off for 4 hours and make yourself run later if you just get it done? You know what I mean?
I mean, that's the question. I don't know. Just didn't feel like it at the time.
Yeah, I'm sorry again, guys, for the last time I visited. I don't know. I
good,
was
bro.
literally a zombie. I swear.
I mean, yeah. You still came to ball, though.
That's how much when you cut those
Yeah, I
calories,
tried.
man.
I know. But I looked the best, but I didn't feel the best. But, man, you can't judge something until you try it. Can't knock it till you try it. I tried real keto, and now I looked the best I've ever looked, but I didn't have enough energy to do the stuff I like. So I would recommend keto for people who don't do exercise, I guess. And if they're very overweight, but also I learned a lot of stuff. There's new studies that come out that if you do ketosis and cut out your carbs and sugar a lot, you're more likely to get diabetes, because if you do keto for so long and then shock your body and add sugar and stuff, it could really mess up your body, which is really bad. So right now I'm slowly adding back in my carbs, like very slowly, other than yesterday. I had a little field day, but yeah, like, because people do keto for about 5-10 years. They do it for a while because they just get like in that structure and routine, and they shock their body with carbs, and then it just throws everything off. So yeah, I just got to find my balance, but you can't knock it till you try it. Like I've been really attached to ChatGPT lately, helping me do everything, helping me diet. I told it my goals, and it's helping me slowly add back in carbs, but keep my shredded look, which is awesome.
It's good, bro.
Happy for you.
Thanks, guys.
Cakes and candles.
But what was the question that I asked before? It was, have you guys seen any growth in yourself since we made that video, or have you guys seen any change? Like what happened in your lives that you wouldn't have thought that version of you wouldn't have thought would have happened?
What are you pointing at, Michael or me?
You can go.
You can go.
I'll go. I've definitely changed a lot. I mean, especially when you first get into college, like that's when you're starting to find yourself and you have that free time. And I feel like I was just talking to my friend about it. It's like a kid finally gets like let off the loose, and they're like, you can eat how much chocolate you want on the weekend. And it's like your choice. Like when you're in college, like you need to like learn how to, I don't know how to say it, but you need to learn how to manage your time, and you can either be out clubbing, partying, and living like a kid.
There's no restrictions. It's basically your life to live, and you got to choose how you want to live it.
Exactly. Because people, once they get free will, people nowadays, they think, let's go party, let's go club, let's kind of live like retards. and then when it comes to finally graduating, now I have to work a 9 to 5. But I feel like if you focus now and you have a goal and you want to do something, like start your own business, do whatever now, so then you don't have to get in that situation where you don't want to be working a 9 to 5, and then you can enjoy your life later on. So that's where like I'm at. Like I'm done with like the partying and stuff. Like we did that for like a little bit, not even
we just did it for like a month,
and then it was like it just gets old. Like I'd rather just hang out with my friends on the weekend or focus on my goals. So that's what I learned, is like how to manage your free will and time.
I like that. What about you guys? What did you learn this year? What growth have you seen yourself this school year?
Like in the spring semester, the school year?
Anything throughout this whole school year since you made that video. How have you changed yourself, and what have you learned throughout that time?
I mean, I feel like I definitely took a lot more chances. Like when you asked me to like do the 5-mile run, when I haven't like ran 5 miles that one time, and then we got breakfast after, that was just like super challenging. But I feel like the old me probably wouldn't have done that. But I mean, it just led me to like run, and I guess I started the page, so I put myself out there more online, and I started the YouTube channel. I did a thing with Sean, which was cool. And,
I saw that. That was awesome.
The interview. So I feel like
YouTube channel.
And you said you do what?
Plug your YouTube channel while you're
Yeah,
at it.
plug it.
It's
We'll put the link.
Motivational Mike LFG. The LFG's in all caps.
Let's
And then
fucking go.
The two M's are capitalized too.
Plug everything.
But yeah, then motivational.mike _ on TikTok. But
Can I plug my stuff or?
No, just Mike.
My bad.
Yeah,
My bad,
maybe
Mike.
later.
Keep on going.
But I feel like I also have less FOMO because I had to say no to a lot of like hangout opportunities, and I feel like I would have had FOMO back then, but not really anymore. I feel like not as much as anymore.
What about you, Lucas?
Yeah, I would say I'd have to agree with Mike on that FOMO stuff. I learned to say no to a couple things because in my little group in school.
Oh,
like,
shit behind you. I didn't even see the sign. That's
usually,
awesome.
Yeah, everyone's usually like hanging out. Like there's poker nights every time here and there. People are playing basketball. Everyone wants to hang out every weekend. And sometimes you just got to prioritize school over those people because shit. Yeah. And like your own self-interest too, you matter more than anyone else around you.
Yeah, I agree, man. I would say for my past school year and experience, a lot has changed with me. I saw myself in that video and I was so happy. Like I had the biggest smile on my face. I had my arm around Luke. We were all so sad to get to this next chapter of our lives. And after watching that video, I realized that I haven't made any bad decisions. Me and my girlfriend broke up. You guys all helped me through that. I stayed happy, and I just can't thank you guys enough for bringing me in this friend group and you guys being in my life, because you guys really helped me, man. Like the podcast wouldn't be the podcast without you guys, especially you, Lucas. Seriously, I don't. Yeah, So this year, I'll say I see the most growth in myself because through this podcast, I learned how to speak better, and I don't just say goals that I'm going to achieve. I actually do them. That's something that I've been doing a lot this year, and something I learned was, time flies. Like literally, it feels like it was just October, and we were at at FSU hanging out. And then it was New Year's and we were at the bonfire at, not bonfire, we were at the beach after Lucas's house, all seeing where we're going to end up in this next year. Now it's already April. Like just time's flying and I'm never ever going to take anything for granted. So what's the biggest take you guys got from this podcast?
Yeah, I'll go first, but before I'd like to drop a quote that resonates with me a lot. Your biggest threat isn't your competition. It's mediocrity.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's your potential.
No,
I like that as well.
You like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use it. I'll let you use it.
All right, thank you.
You just got to cite them.
Oh, wait. Are you going to build on that?
I want you to build on it. I want to show teamwork.
It's your quote, man. You build on it.
I want to show teamwork between everyone here, so I want you to build on it for me.
But I want to know your interpretation. It's your quote.
I got my own quote. If I could,
I got my own quote too.
I leave the interpretation up to the.
Now?
Yeah, let's do our own quotes. It has to do with the topic, low key.
I leave it up to the people to interpret how they want it to be interpreted, or whatever.
All right, mysterious.
It's for the people.
I guess I'll go next. So, thank you, Lucas, for that quote. That really hit my soul. And my quote would be, I had a purpose before anybody had an opinion. So,
oh my God, bro.
And this quote just came from the top of my head.
Bro? How did you find that quote?
The quote, okay. Michael, it's my time to speak. And what this quote means to me, we're talking about our goals and our purpose, and don't let anybody get you off of what you want to do. If somebody says something, hey man, you're crazy for running 6 miles every day, Michael, even though you didn't run 6 miles every day, but you're crazy for running every day, Michael. You're crazy for waking up at 6 a.m. to hit the gym and then hit the gym again because you're on that double workout 75 hard life. Don't listen to them. You know why they're saying that? Because they don't have it in themselves to do that, what you're doing. So when people have something mean to say, it's usually because you're scaring them and you make them feel like, you're intimidating them. So that's how you know you're on the right track, unless it's a close friend and they're trying to speak some sense into you. But for the most part, when people have something to say, it's usually they're scared and you're scaring them. You're shaking them in their boots. So that's my quote. And also my biggest takeaway from this podcast is kind of what Tanner said. Time flies. Don't take any moments for granted. I mean, like you said, bro, it feels like Halloween was like a few weeks ago, and then we already been in spring break and Christmas break. It's crazy, man. So enjoy your time, and life is short, so live it to the fullest.
Yeah, I'd like to add to that quote, Luke, real quickly. You're touching good points right there. I just want to say,
thank you,
Mike.
That was
not
great,
Mike
man.
in general, but you're normal
you.
if someone else is crazy. Think about that.
Oh, wow, that's good.
Yeah,
Waking up at 6 a.m. may be normal to you, but it's crazy to someone else.
Yeah, that is.
I like that. I don't remember that one.
Let's hear it, Mikey.
Actually, I will probably use that one. No, I will probably use that one. In case,
You gotta tag Lucas. You gotta tag Lucas.
Look at that one from my video. But that was from Jalen. Yeah, that was from Jalen Hurts after he won the Super Bowl. But I do like that quote a lot. I'm not gonna say a quote, but I would just say
no, you gotta say a quote, Mike. It's a quote guy, please.
Well, one quote I was thinking is you'll never see a hitter doing better than you. That's a Goggins one. I mean, you're definitely doing something right. If people are hating on you, taking time out of their day just to hate on you, it's something about rooted in jealousy, and they wish that they were as disciplined as you were. So I would just take it as you're doing something right, and don't be discouraged by people. But what I would say is that if you're thinking about starting social media, I would highly recommend it, because it would just connect so many people together, and you would just provide insight onto whatever venture that you're starting on. So definitely take that leap.
I love it.
Did you, Mike, get any connections from social media?
I mean, I gained some followers. I wouldn't say I gained any deep connections of new people, but I wasn't as consistent as posting as I was recently. So that's something that I'll work on, but not yet.
I gotta let you know something.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've seen my TikTok, I put, if I get 69 followers, I will release Motivational Mike's bath water.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
How many are you at?
If you check, I'm at 69.
No way.
Oh,
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are starting the bidding for Motivational Mike's bath water.
Mm-hmm.
eBay link
$1. $1. eBay link
That's
down
way
below.
too low. That's way too low.
How much do you think you're worth, Mike?
Shit.
At least 10,000.
Thank
At
you.
least 100. I don't know.
The bidding is going to start at $100 for Motivational Mike's bath water.
Mike, is the bath water going to be a little murky?
From the headband, from the headband sweat. We're gonna do Motivational Mike's headband sweat.
That's Michael's biggest takeaway from the challenge is wear a headband when you're up.
Wear a headband. Yeah, honestly.
Pro tip.
Does your hair get in your way?
It was the sweat mainly, but yeah, that's a pro tip.
You got a helmet on your head, Mike.
Yeah. How about you, Tanner? What's your biggest takeaway?
I'm gonna drop a quote. The biggest, Michael, you probably saw it.
Oh, okay.
My biggest take from the pod is the biggest thing standing between you and your next level of life is the story you keep telling yourself on why you can't achieve it.
Oh, okay.
Like Michael said earlier in the podcast, you have to set these goals that are hard to achieve because you're the only one who might believe in yourself at that time. So stop telling yourself these bullshit stories on why you can't achieve it. There's 24 hours in a day. Who cares if you work? Who cares if you got school? You can get stuff done if you really want to get it done. Just have that structure and routine and balance, and you'll find your way to do that goal. So thanks, guys. It was nice talking to y'all. Peace.
Peace.
See ya.
Peace. That's why I'll be waking up at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.